Welcome to the Stuff and Junk Show, where we share our opinions on random subjects from interesting news, social topics, pop culture, our likes and dislikes, things we've seen, heard, or read, what we did, and what we do. You know, stuff and junk. Hello, my name is Albert.
This is Jiaming.
This is Anna.
Hey, look, we have an extra person today, Jiaming. Imagine that.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We gained a host. How about that?
We gained a
Oh my
host.
god, leveled up here.
Yeah, look at that. All right. It's the 973rd episode of the show, and as of this recording, it's currently 2:40 a.m., July 7, 2026, in London, UK. And it's time to take a look and see what's up.
What's up?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know Rudy isn't here, but yeah.
I know. I feel bad. I felt bad.
I like how you had to choose England as the WhatsApp location because you just want to pour salt in my wound.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh, we're talking about the World Cup.
Yeah, you know what? I'm done with you.
It has nothing to do with the World
that's
Cup.
right,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, it has nothing to do with the World Cup. It's something else.
Crazy match
altogether.
though, man. Was it worth it? I mean, obviously not, but it was a great match though. You know what I mean? Even though Mexico didn't win and stuff, it was
Good
it was
lord,
nuts.
what a match! Good
Yeah.
lord, what a match! Yeah.
I forget. I think it was England they scored, right? I said, oh, okay, they scored. I let my dog out, and then I closed the door.
scored
I looked at it, wait, what happened? What happened? They scored, yeah. What happened? I was like, what the hell, man?
I know,
Oh, my
man,
God.
dude. What
It
a
was crazy.
disappointment! What a
That's crazy.
disappointment!
Yeah. So, but what can you do? If it makes you
Nothing.
feel any better, the U.S. is about to lose. They're down 3-1 as of this recording.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm happy now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Albert.
No, it's fine. Hey, I know Mexico has not won the World Cup ever. Has the
Ever.
UK won the World Cup before?
Yeah, the UK won. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So they
at
did.
least once. At least once, I believe they won back in the day.
Okay. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah. Speaking of London, UK, man gets his girlfriend to sign an unusual type of contract. What's up with that, or skip it?
Free handies whenever he wants, I guess. All right. Sure, why not? I vote yes.
So this guy made a contract with his girlfriend regarding the dates of November 19 to November 29, 2026. That is coincidentally enough the week that Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out.
Oh, I mean,
So here's
is it going to come out on that day?
well, no. From what I understand, it's pretty much for sure it's gonna come out. They're pretty much done.
For sure.
I mean, yeah, sure, you can say that, but yeah. I think they kind of fought. They kind of got like some kind of like leeway about how it works in the game because apparently there are parts in the game that are blocked off unless you pay the $20 extra for the game.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
There's parts of it you don't have. You have to pay extra for different parts of for access to the full game.
Yeah, the base model,
Jesus
the
Christ.
base model of the game, you get to play the game, but there are parts in the world that you don't have access to unless you pay the ultimate model price, which is $100.
The hell is this, man?
Yeah, so there's that whole thing, whatever.
Yeah.
So my guess is that if they're not done making some stuff in the game, they can just say, well, it's gonna come to the $100 version eventually or whatever. So
Sounds like a scam.
well, I mean, it's not a scam because they're making money, but yeah, I guess so.
It's like a scam. But I just know for this contract, you better just have some, whiteout ready. You know what I mean? Change the date. You know what I mean?
Yes. So here's the contract. It says here, number 1, from November 19, 2026 to November 29, 2026, I can play Grand Theft Auto 6 as much as I want. Number 2, walking in front of the TV or monitor while a mission, cutscene, heist, or online session is in progress is strictly forbidden and will result in consequences, it says here. Number 3, if I...
Does it define consequences? Because that sounds like domestic abuse, but all right.
It doesn't define consequences. And you know what? If I didn't say this was in the UK, we all would have assumed it's in America, right? Number 3, if I fail a mission, get wasted, or get busted, do not say, it's just a game, you can do it later, haven't you been playing long enough?
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, all hugs, kisses, conversations, errands, and can you help me with this really quick? Requests must wait until I have completed my current mission or reached a safe house. And number 5, if you purchased the game for me or contributed at least £40 towards the game, you may eliminate one stipulation from rules 2 to 4. Oh My God, people. Yeah. My guess is the girlfriend kind of wants to get rid of her boyfriend. Don't you think? Why would she sign this?
Honestly, I would do the same thing for a video game or a book that I'm really excited for.
Oh, wow. Okay, there's a
Yeah.
different perspective. Go ahead, Anna.
I don't want to be bothered. So I actually take the day off for like book releases.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't want anybody to be like, it's just a book. Why are you putting like? No, it's not just a book. This is my life for the next 48 hours. Okay, so I need to be unbothered. Leave me alone. Don't expect anything from me. I need you to just pretend I don't exist for 48 hours.
I heard the start date. What was it? What was the end date?
The 26th of November.
That was 1 week.
1 week. Yeah.
It's not so bad. It's fine. Yeah.
You're okay. You guys are okay with this. Wow. Okay.
Oh, why not? I'm assuming because it's from the UK, there's a little tongue in cheek, a little, haha to it, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's how serious it is. And also my other thing is like, do they have kids? If they don't have kids, they can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal. You know what I mean?
It doesn't say anything about kids, but
Yeah. Assuming that they don't have kids, yeah, it's no big deal. Who cares? I think they're just having fun. If they have kids or have at least one kid or something, that's pretty effed up. You shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, if they're both childless, that's fine.
One can hope they're just having fun with this and assume like, hey, you know what might go viral if we do something like this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming. I mean, I'm hoping it's all it really is, I guess. But I just feel like he shouldn't have to make a contract, especially when he says consequences in the contract and doesn't even mention what the consequences are. It's like, come on. But yeah.
I feel like I've heard this plenty of times throughout the years with video game releases, though. So this is kind of really common.
Yeah. Plus, this is GTA 6. People have been waiting, 10, 12, 15 years for this now. So, yeah, there's a huge anticipation for it. I mean, I'm not getting the game. Anna, were you planning to get the game?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
All right. I mean, if you want to join all the streamers that's probably going to be streaming this game, then there we go.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Speaking of many, many people, this place received its 1 billionth guest. 1 billion. What's
Disneyland.
up? Yeah. So, okay, what's up with that? Yeah, Disneyland. You know what? Honestly, I thought it already happened, but I guess not. Yeah. The person that got to be the 1 billionth guest is Andres Robles, celebrating his 8th birthday, and his parents Alejandra and Jose Robles of Arizona. Wow.
Talk about how lucky, man.
Yeah. First off, it's very nice that it's a kid who got it. Secondly, out of state too. So you know what? It's the best of both worlds in there.
Was it one of those things that they found out as they walked in? If they used it by the counter?
Yeah, they always keep a count on who goes in.
Right.
Like how many people go in. So
it was determined like ahead, like based on pre-bought tickets. It says that when they clicked in, that he clicked that 1 billion.
Well, honestly, whoever went in that day probably had the same chance to be the billionth. It's just a matter of who crossed that date at that billionth time.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
Yeah. So imagine the person who was the 199,000.
Yeah, that's not a path I would. That's not good podcasting. I would not walk down that path. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of advice. I would not have done that. Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. I blanked out. Did he get anything? Did the family get anything?
Let's see. They were invited to participate in a brief ceremony on the Main Street USA train station platform. They had the family had the honor of helping unveil an updated sign at Disneyland Park that reads "Population 1 billion" before embarking on an exciting day, creating unforgettable memories together.
And
the Robles family received a VIP tour guide for the day. That's nice.
And
which includes a tour of Walt Disney's private apartment, the newly opened.
Even the frozen head.
Even the frozen head, yes, Jiaming, sure. Even the frozen.
Wow, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. What else they get? I'm waiting for, right? Like a lifetime pass, a pass to the club. What is it? Club 33 is called. No, anything sexy? Anything fun?
Not that. I mean, the VIP tour for the day is already pretty good, actually, because you're pretty much like.
No, not really. Not for 1 billion. No, cheap bastards. What do you think of that?
Okay, I mean, okay.
That's not, to me, that's not going to make the story interesting or make the story go viral. Give them like a lifetime pass and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Lifetime pass.
Come on. I guess if Shonda Rhimes, they can't get it. They can't get it. I guess. You're right. All right. bastards at Disneyland. Bastards.
Okay.
Cheap bastards.
Okay. And I'm sure when the kid went to Star Tours, Steel wasn't the rebel. Inside Disneyland joke. Yeah. Anna gets it. Anna was a rebel once.
Oh,
I
the
think she
good
tuned
old
out.
days. I want to go to Disneyland now.
Still haven't been a rebel. God damn it.
Now I have FOMO.
Yeah. Okay. Next up. Where did I go? Oh yeah, scientists have created the first cyborg diving suit that works. What's up with that? Or skip it.
First what? Diving suit?
Cyborg. It's a cyborg diving suit. A cyborg to go diving. Hey.
All right.
I'm not interested, but okay.
Oh, so what's up with that? Okay.
Skip it.
Oh, you want to skip it? Okay. I guess you're skipping that then. All right. Unless Jiaming's interested. Jiaming, you interested?
No, like that's a lady pick. Yeah.
Okay. Next one up here. Doctors reveal the max amount of time you should spend sitting on the toilet. What's up with that or skip it?
What's up with that? Jiaming needs to hear that.
I'm the one who goes quick in and out. You guys are who luxuriates on the toilet seat, man.
Yeah,
iPhones, iPads.
Admittedly, I'm the guy that's like sitting there on like my iPad, just reading.
Yeah, come on.
So yeah, you want to guess how long here is what they recommend?
20 minutes.
20 minutes, Jiaming.
20 minutes.
No,
Jesus,
she said 20, Jiaming. She said 20.
I didn't say 20 is a huge amount of time. I'm a
You know,
quick
you
in and
have
out.
20 minutes.
I get it done by less than 5, man. I'm really done. I'm like, I include wipe. I include a cleanup too, man. So I'm a quicker. I'm a quickie. It's like the rest of my life. Everything my life, quickie, quick in and out. What's the recommended time?
3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Science.
Say right here is you should sit down. You should easily pass a bowel movement. Feel empty. You get cleaned up and you leave. There shouldn't be any straining or spending time sitting there waiting for stools to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Says here is that she pointed out that straining can cause pelvic trauma, hemorrhoids, and other unfortunate issues, including anal fissures, and those are tears in the lining of the anal canal, and they can be very painful.
Yep.
Yeah. I've heard of this a while back, the whole anal fissures thing, and it still doesn't stop me from
has not changed your personal behavior. We get it. All right. You do you.
I know, right? It's always in the back of my head, though.
I don't know, man. Like I said, my whole thing is like quick in and out, wipe, clean. I even take a shower afterwards and so just clean up and it's, that's it. I have a big TV. I have an iPad. I can, whatever I need to do. I can just, go to my room and do it.
Well, good for you, Jiaming. Here's an applause. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yes, I'm the true American hero.
Yeah, toilet American. Yes. All right. What do I have here? Oh yeah, a man and woman's age versus who looks the best for them. Studies has shown. This is by OkCupid using their dating data. What do a man in a certain age versus the age of women look best to him, and vice versa? What's up with that, or skip it?
Skip it.
I mean, if they only asked Leonardo DiCaprio, I think he would say between 18 and 25.
He has a chart here from age 20 to 50.
Yeah.
And it shows you what age each age prefers.
I think we all can imagine what the answer is. So I agree with Amanda. Let's skip it.
I feel like I know.
Oh, yeah, really? What do you think it is then?
Whatever the most pervy bracket is for guys.
Well, it's something below 20. How about that?
That's because the thing that lets you choose girls under 20. That's why. You know what I mean? The selection doesn't go under 20. You know what I'm saying?
True.
20-year-old girls can't register. You know what I'm saying? It's not an option.
True.
So yeah, I was just skipping. We know what's up. I mean, we live in society. We know what's going on. Come on, we live in a world.
Okay. All right. In that case, and that's what's up.
That's it. All right. We did it again.
Now,
I'll see you guys next week.
Hold on.
Bye.
Hold on. Now this is the part where Albert has a list and wants you to guess. All right. The world's most and least liked countries based on Democracy Perception Index 2026. This
is very sad.
This is out of 46,000 respondents across 85 countries. The world's most and least liked countries. Go. What is the most liked country? What is the least liked country?
I know the least liked country right now is the U.S. For me personally, and for people abroad. Hopefully, it's a mess out there.
US actually isn't in the very bottom, but it's in the number. It's like the bottom 5.
Yeah. Well, we keep bombing people, so that doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't help.
Yeah, not the least liked, but yeah.
I would imagine Russia is pretty high. Is it high up there or down there for least liked?
For Russia, they're the bottom 10.
There you go.
Canada liked.
Canada is number
10.
number 2. Number 2
Number
on the
2.
list.
Okay.
Well, I can't. They don't have it in numbers, so I'm just gonna go by what they call perception. So Canada is plus 36, but it is like
Japan is up there too.
Japan is number 3 at plus 34.
That's surprising. I would imagine the Philippines people like the Philippines. They always say they're nice people out there. The Philippines.
Philippines plus 9. I don't know what number that is. Plus 9.
Probably same thing with what do you call it? What's the other? Thailand, the land of smiles.
Thailand is plus 14. So that's like what, top 20, I guess. Yeah.
What countries would people hate? I don't know.
There's one really popular one that people hate.
I
don't know if you guys. I don't. I'm sorry.
Probably France.
France
they think people can be when you visit them, they can be really rude to tourists and stuff like that.
Oh, France is plus 11. It's actually higher than the Philippines. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if you guys can guess the most liked and then the least liked. You guys have not gotten yet. What else you got? Name countries.
Mexico.
Mexico is plus 2. So just look right above the low perception thing.
I think Australia, people like me personally, when I travel internationally, Australians have always been the most kind of like cheerful, friendly bunch. They're very outgoing, so very friendly.
Australia is number 8 plus 30.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Top 8.
Me, I say France already. The other ones, they always say Italy because that's the other ones I can't really stand and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You stand? Italy is number in the top 5 plus 32.
As far as being friendly and liked,
highest perception of liked. Yeah.
Yeah, really. That's then I'll hear this survey of 40,000 people didn't ask me and stuff like
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about India?
India, where you are? India. I guess you're in the low perception range here. Minus 2.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't travel very well, unfortunately. What else? Sometimes people find Chinese people very obnoxious when they travel and stuff. There was a viral video of the guy in the TikToker or no, there's no TikTok in China. It's influencers, whatever. They're a deaf couple, and they got in trouble in France for being like jerks and stuff like that. And sometimes they can be really obnoxious tourists and stuff like that.
China is actually not on the list. It has one of the cities on the list, but China by itself doesn't say it's on the list. Why is that? Fascinating. I don't see China on the list at all. Oh no, there it is. I see it now. It's plus 7. It's in the positive range at least. Plus 7. China.
What else is there? I mean, I said Russia, right? But any kind of like the Balkan states. This is a very big generalization on my part. I always find them very scary. So any kind of Balkan, Eastern European, I find them very intimidating. I always think they're gonna kidnap me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Any of those countries.
You mean like Serbia or
stuff like that.
Yeah. Serbia on the list. I don't see Serbia on the list.
Well,
Serbia, right there. It's actually plus 4. How's that? It's more like than Mexico. Wow. Yeah. Shocker.
I want to take this thing's too seriously. You only said 40,000 people. It's not that many people, man. There's less people that live in my city. You know, the city I live in. There's less people watching. I'm watching this World Cup in Seattle.
Wait, did you say 4,000 or 46,000?
It's 46,000, is it?
Yeah, 46.
It's like 46. That's the same amount of people. That's probably less people than watching this soccer game looking at right now in Seattle and stuff. You know, it's not that many people. But what else is there? How many countries have we we listed mostly positive culture, total and negative. England. Did we say England? We said England already, right?
No, UK is plus 11.
Yeah.
It's right above the Philippines in this one.
I know people have a bug up their ass about Egypt too. Egypt when they go.
Egypt.
When they go to see when they go to see the pyramids and stuff, they always say, "Oh, they're very aggressive as far as like trying to get you to go on the tour, scamming and stuff like that." People have a negative view of Egypt.
Well, it's +9. It's in the same bracket as the Philippines.
That's what I'm saying. This survey is making sense. Everybody's plus. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good. Nobody wants to talk shit. So,
Well, I mean, I can list the countries that people have low perception for after
go
you
ahead.
that.
I think instead of us guessing, let's go.
All right, let me do the top 10 first for highest perception because you guys didn't guess number one. Switzerland number one +36.
Yeah, they're neutral for a reason, right?
So Switzerland, Canada, Japan, Sweden, Italy, Norway, Spain, Australia, Denmark, New Zealand, and Finland. So that's the top 10.
Did they only ask white people? What's going on here? What's happening here?
Well, I mean, Spain's on the list. Japan's on the list. Come on.
You know, Spain's a European country, right?
Well, yeah, but they're not completely white.
Don't think you quite have an understanding of
Japan.
what this is.
Japan is on number 3 in the list.
So 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's good. Right. Congratulations.
Okay, lowest perception. Like, I'm gonna say the whole list because it's only like 20 or 15 of them. From the top at perception 0. Well, no, the least like. How about this? From the least like to whatever. Israel is the least like number.
Oh yeah, of course.
-24.
Well, the genocide and everything.
Yeah, North Korea, Afghanistan.
How can they have any interaction with North Koreans? They can barely get out of the country. So you can barely go in. Come on, that doesn't make any sense. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, Israel, North Korea, Afghanistan, Iran, U.S., Iraq, Russia, Syria, Pakistan, Belarus, Myanmar, Venezuela, Nigeria, Cuba, Lebanon, Bangladesh, Yemen, Colombia, India, Saudi Arabia, and Ethiopia are the lowest perception on the list.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, there we go. All right. That's the world's most and least liked countries. All right. And now what else you got?
Anna, did you have anything?
Me, I'm thinking,
Since Thursday and Friday, I've been there's something big happened at work. It's taken preoccupying my mind for the whole weekend stuff.
I want to hear.
It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just stupid. What happened was late Thursday. I guess Thursday morning. I guess people broke into we have a warehouse and a parking lot, obviously, and then there because we've been so busy lately, we've had full containers in our parking lot. Full containers with our goods inside and stuff like that. So somebody knew that, and what they did was they broke into our yard. Not only did they steal the containers, but they stole trucks. The other thing we do is we rent out trucking space to these truckers and stuff. So there's big rig trucks parked in our yard too. So they broke into these trucks, hotwired it, hooked it up to the container, and drove off. They drove off two of them. Yeah. It was insane. It was just insane. And the thing is, we found
inside job, Fast and Furious.
It's something like that because somebody must have let them know that the containers are full of goods. You know what I mean? Because it's the place we have our business is full of warehouses, containers. It's how would they know that these particular containers right by the door have goods, and it was a mess. Anyway,
so you're saying it's an inside job?
We're trying to figure it out because it's too coincidental that it's kind of weird because when the first container got stolen, they kind of didn't go through the front door, I guess, but they kind of climbed the fence. They kind of stood, where the cameras weren't kind of getting out of the shadow to steal it. When they came back and stole the second container, they were a little bit more brazen because they opened the gate. They broke the gate with the first container, the first robbery, and then they kind of came in through the front. I don't know, with a regular car, they drove in. It was very gutsy and stuff like that. So anyway, that one we saw the camera, and then it's a whole thing.
What time did this happen?
It happened. The first one came around 1:00, and then they came back around 3:00
in the morning, right?
Yeah, in the morning, something like that. Yeah, it was a mess. And the thing is, the real thing I learned, it's a lesson I learned constantly. It's just that the American system is set up for you to just you get trapped in the American system as far as the legal system and stuff like that. Even if you're the victim, we're the victim, it costs money to get you out of it. You know what I mean? They don't make it easy for you to extricate yourself once you're in the sort of legal system. You know what I mean? Because what happened was, so 2 containers, 2 trucks were stolen. The containers were owned by us, but there's a chassis, there's a 2 trucks were owned by other people, and then one police department had to make one report, then had to make another report, and then eventually the goods were found in Chino and stuff like that. It's a whole mess. All
Wait,
that
they were able to find it?
Yeah, they were able to find it. What happened was when they sold the containers, they took it to a second location and they switched trucks. Actually, they switched trucks, and then so the second truck that they used, they pulled it into a warehouse in Chino, right? And then at that time, there's a police officer. He just happened to be running license plates for because cops, they love to look, they're nosy, so he's just running the plates on this truck, right? And that new truck that they used to move our merchandise was a stolen truck, a stolen license plate, that was reported stolen. So what happened was, this is a big operation. Is also the other thing I'm getting at. We're not the only victims. This warehouse must have been locked. It's a big operation. It's a big whole thing. So anyway, when he ran those licenses, it was from a stolen truck. That's when they got a warrant and they jumped in. But coming back to my original point, once they went in and they busted the guys, they took our goods, put it back in the container, and towed it all the way back to Rancho, which cost us X amount of dollars because we had to pay for the towing fee and also loading the container back up. And then to get the chassis back, which is part of the container, the truck driver had to go to Chino Hills Police, and then I had to make a separate police report for 2 containers instead of individual. Anyway, my whole thing is everything in America is just paperwork, red tape, and I think it reinforces the idea that it's designed to like make money. You know what I mean? Just fees and paperwork, and they make it extra complicated for just to extract as much money as possible. Not just from when these guys get into, they're going to need lawyers and all that. Not just from the perpetrators, but for the victim as well. You know what I mean? So anyway, long story short, it's a pain in the ass. This is the thing that's been occupied my mind for the last like 3 or 4 days. Because not only did I have to go deal with the police, I just speak Chinese, which is because the truck drivers and everything were all in Chinese. I had to use my Chinese part of my brain, which is very hard and stuff like that. It's a nightmare. My brain is very kind of fried for the last 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was supposed to have Friday off. It was our day off for 4th of July. So anyway,
so this happened on July 3?
No, July 2nd. July 2nd.
Oh, they didn't even wait for July 3 when people would normally be off.
I know, yeah.
So the timeline is it happened in July 2, and then you were able to get the goods back in July 3?
No, actually, because of we haven't officially got the goods back yet.
No.
Because, like I said, the truck, we know where it is. It's in Rancho Cucamonga. But like I said, because the truck
for the listeners who don't know the areas, we'd like to explain how far apart this thing is.
With no traffic, I mean, my hand to God, I mean, if there's a blessing, there's no traffic, it's about 35 minutes from where I am. Right?
Yeah, so listeners, there's like 3 cities mentioned. Well, one isn't mentioned, is where Jiaming worked, which we're not going to say here. Yeah. But Chino is not necessarily close to that, and then Rancho is pretty much like, I guess, the base of operation for the San Bernardino County, which is where Chino is. So if they're even though Chino is like bordering LA County more, which is where we're at, their base of operation is in Rancho, I guess. So whatever they find in Chino goes all the way down to where Rancho is at. Which is
everything I've mentioned. If you take the minutia of it and look at it, do a deep dive of what actually we had to do, it's like 100 times more complicated. Because like I said, the truck driver had to go bring proof from her to prove that the driver had to come and tell the Xi'an department that, hey, we're going to get this container. This is my driver. There's my proof. It's all these paperwork, all these different steps and stuff like that. Yeah. And this is all over the 4th of July weekend too. So not... people were barely working, barely pay attention to stuff. It's just a pain in the ass. On top of the fact, like I said, these guys were, but I mean, just the theft of it is interesting too. Because like I said, they broke into this giant truck. You guys see trucks and stuff like that. These are huge things that they drive and put it behind a container and drag it off. And when they did that, they drove in front of the camera. And it was funny. Another interesting detail is they were wearing hats and also like ski masks. You know what I mean? Just in case they get caught on camera, I guess. And they were, I think, what's that Mexican wrestler mask? Something Libre masks?
Luchador.
Yeah, it seems like they were wearing one of those guys. They were wearing those masks. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So it's a whole thing, man. It's just.
So you're saying the only reason why the cop checked the license plate was because he was Mexicans?
Yeah, kind of, probably. Yeah, that's what I'm good. It's racial profiling. But the other thing I realized is, when you watch crime, crime stories, they're always more fun on TV and movies. They're not fun in real life. You know what I mean? Because it's not fun. It's not sexy. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. Because of all that, I haven't been able to prepare like a 5-minute bit. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. No, I mean that is the 5 minute bit right there.
Oh, that's
Honestly.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh well, that's
It
that's
sucks.
unfortunate. As somebody who has experienced a theft
Mhm.
on a property, it does suck.
Yeah.
And in your case though, I mean the cops actually helped. Which is not normally the thing that happens.
Yeah, sure.
Normally they're like insurance will take care of it, and then that's it, right? It's just pure coincidence that they were able to like find the truck and find the
Yeah.
goods and
Well, the first place that came to the first place that came when it's a whole thing, but when the first cop that came for the first stolen truck and first container, at some point he was there for like an hour and a half. He started getting a headache. He had too many Chinese people talking to him. He literally started rubbing the temple on his head. He says, "You know what? I can't keep doing this. I've been here for like an hour and a half. Other things to do. I gotta get out. We gotta finish up. We gotta finish this up really fast." So anyway, yeah. I guess they helped.
I been to Jiaming's workplace, and it's I think I consider that a well gated area.
Did you feel like the dangerous? You son of a bitch. Were you casing the joint? You son of a bitch.
No. Fun fact, listeners. I think there was a period where I would go to Jiaming's workplace and we would record the podcast over there.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's.
Oh, you already forgot. It was almost like 10 years ago. Yeah, but
it was like 10 years ago. Yeah.
But the point is that unless it's changed, it's decently well gated. I mean, I'm assuming it's an inside job, Jiaming.
That's what we're trying to figure out, man. Because the thing is, for the last 2 or 3, no, it's been longer than that. It's like the last couple of months, we've been really, really busy. So a lot of people have known that we've not been able to unload all these containers. You know what I mean? All these containers for merchant, and they've been sitting outside as we've been, trying to unload and get into our warehouse and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So there is at the warehouse because of this. So there's been a lot of traffic in and out as far as like workers, coming in and out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So there's a distinct possibility. It is an inside job. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, also there is no building across the street from you where people are spotting this. They have to know it's happening.
Yeah, there's buildings to the left and to the right of us. So
but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. And then there's trees. They can't see anything. Yeah, I actually went to my neighbors and gave them a heads up saying, hey, there's actual thieves and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So just be careful. Oh, also, I told you the police went to the warehouse, the bus to the warehouse. When I talked to the officer, he said they arrested 2 people, but on camera, I saw 3 people. At least 3 people were involved in the theft of the containers. So there's at least one more person out there. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, Jiaming. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, what can you do? But we got the goods back. The thing is, it's a matter of time before we actually physically get it into our hands. But at least we know where it is. And the thing is, at the end of the day, nobody's hurt. That's the most important. Nobody's hurt. Stuff like that. So
yeah. Well, that's good. That's always
dun dun dun.
But yeah, it just sucks. It's like it feels like a violation and all that stuff. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, if you got a blender lying around, I'll take it.
Oh, you need a blender?
Yeah, I need a blender.
All right. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
When you go on the Amazon, because there's a lot of different kinds of blenders. Can you find something that what you're roughly looking at, and then just text it to me and stuff like that? Because I was actually thinking, because you guys are going to meet for Comic-Con, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
We're gonna need a blender for Comic-Con.
Yes.
Oh, man, you have to manage it.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna see Anna on this Saturday, Jiaming. So there's that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I was gonna go for whatever the next recording is. I'll stop by and record there. I'll drop off not only the blender, but also I still have those boo boos from like 2 years ago, from a year ago.
I like to go back to the hint. I'm seeing Anna this Saturday, Jiaming.
I'm not gonna stop by it.
You have like 4 days in between now and then.
You have 4 days to like amp up your extrovertedness.
I'll be sitting on the toilet. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. For 5 minutes.
That's a callback. That's a callback. That's a real callback.
That's a
The next 4 days. Next 5 days.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. If I'm in that right, we'll see.
All right.
Also, she has to take me a picture with the blender. So the pressure's on her.
She can do that today. Look at that. You're making excuses already.
Yeah.
You're making excuses.
Don't do that
already.
before the next podcast. For God's sakes.
Okay. All right. Anna, what you got?
So I watched two shows last week that I really, really enjoyed. They were both on Netflix. I watched North of North, which
Oh,
it's just
okay.
Canadian comedy series. It's about a fictional Arctic town called Ice Cove,
Mhm.
and it was 8 episodes, and I watched it all in one day, and I freaking loved it. It was so hilarious. I like how like we learn more about their culture,
Mhm.
and it's about a young like a young
Inuit, I think it's
Inuit,
called.
yeah,
Yeah.
Inuit woman. Like she's like, I'm gonna get a job, and she's like a daughter, and she's leaving her husband because it's just it's a really great show,
Yeah.
and I saw they are making a second season, so I'm really excited.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really funny. Even though it's like it's like culturally we're not the same, but there's things that we're all gonna agree on, like just coming from a different culture. So it was just really funny to see, and yeah, I enjoyed everyone in that show. Like, oh, like I don't know, it was good. It was really, really good. And I learned a lot. So it was 8 episodes. It's on Netflix, and then I watched Running Point. And I finished both seasons. In like a couple days, and that was also a show that I really actually enjoyed. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it that much, but there was a lot of one-liners in there that I was like cracking up, and I'm okay with Kate Hudson, so I thought she was great in it, and I like the supporting cast and all that. So those are the two shows that I watched and I really enjoyed, and they're both on Netflix. So I'm using my Netflix account.
And that's for recommendations. No, it's okay.
No, just what I watched. What I'm going to recommend something different. But yeah, that's what I did, aside from watching Mexico lose. So there you go.
Okay, I'm gonna revisit a topic that me and Javi were talking about before recording, just because I'm still fill in the gap here with the 5 minutes thing since Rudy's not around. I binge watched an anime recently called Demons of the Shadow Realm, where the Japanese title is Yomi no Tsugai, and it is from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist, and I'm sure you heard of that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Full Metal Alchemist is a really popular anime. A lot of people said that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is like the best anime ever made. But whatever. So it's by Hiromu Arakawa, right? And I don't really want to spoil the premise of Demons of the Shadow Realm because the first episode is one of those episodes where it does the Shyamalan, it does the Shyamalan like what a twist kind of thing. I don't really want to ruin that for people who haven't seen it. So don't watch the trailer. Just if you're interested, by the creator of Full Metal Alchemist to see what she's doing now. Uh, watch the first episode and go from there. The reason why I bring this up is because there's talks online about the show and how they're saying like, oh, it moves a little too slow and the mystery is getting dragged on a little too long. And my immediate reaction to that is like, yeah, have I missed watching anime in a while or something? Because isn't that what normal anime does? Normal TV shows do. They have a mystery that goes on through the season, and then you find the mystery at the end of the season, kind of thing. It's like, why are people complaining about it dragging? Where you just kind of like watch it, and then it will explain itself to you. So there's two things about that. Admittedly, I binged watched it through in one day, not the whole series because the season is still going on. I did binge watch it, and it is one of those shows where the episode will end, and you're like, I want to see the next episode now, kind of thing. Hence why I ended up binge watching it. And admittedly, I don't really notice it because I'm watching it in a row. But there are some episodes where it's nothing but exposition, people talking before the next action beat. It's like one of the shows where they're not required to have an action sequence in an episode, kind of thing. Although there are several episodes that do have action sequences, and if that's what people are looking forward to, then I guess if they're watching it weekly, they come across an episode that doesn't have it, they feel like, oh, this doesn't have anything like that, and they gotta wait till next week, kind of thing. So it is interesting how I don't want to say that anime fans don't have the right to get exactly what they want from a TV show because we have so many options. If this show is not doing it for you, I can see people dropping it. My other friend has seen it or has tried to watch it, and after a week he kind of just dropped off. Not a week, but I think it's like episode 3 or 4, and he just never came back to it. Which is very similar to us, right? We could go watch a show, and you're just like, I'm not feeling it, and then you just kind of like not go back to it.
Mm.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of creators now are really in a bind where they have to figure out a way to tell their story and not let it seem like it's dragging, and be able to give audience what they want at the same time as being able to tell the story they wanted. And I kind of feel for a lot of the creators nowadays who have to go to their problem. We're seeing it through movies, and we're seeing it through regular TV shows, and we're seeing it through like TV shows that are like they don't have a season for like 2 to 3 years. And I think there's a report saying that the second season of a Netflix show always does worse than the first season, because a lot of people just kind of forget it exists because it's been too long. It's been too long.
There's too many options. There's too many options.
Yeah.
There's just too many options because if you take 2 years between seasons, people move on now on the whatever streaming service that show is on. But now they're adding new streaming services. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crunchyroll, High Dive. There's Amazon Prime. You know what I mean? There's Disney Plus, Hulu, and stuff like that. So it's hard out there.
It's hard.
But going back to what I said, I think to Albert direct before the podcast, anime fans, they have to know there's a fundamental difference between anime and American TV. You know what I mean? American television. I'll use American TV animation as an example as well. I just saw the latest episode of Rick and Morty, not this last Sunday, but 2 Sundays ago. Every Rick and Morty episode has a beginning, middle, and end, as an A story and B story. But both A and B stories has a beginning, middle, and end. There's a problem. The problem gets more complicated. There's a resolution at the end of the episode. You know what I mean? That is a fundamental structure of almost every American television show. You know what I mean? It's a beginning of every season of Rick and Morty. They get a bunch of writers in a room. They kind of draft what they want for the whole season, but individual episodes get broken down to A, B, C between the commercial breaks. You know what I mean? Again, but anime is completely different. It's completely. I mean, some of this sounds obvious. It's a completely different culture, completely different mindset. This is a big, broad generalization I'm about to say, but anime, for the most part, is adapting manga. You know what I mean? Mangas that are like hundreds of issues into the future and stuff like that. And for the most part, they want to stick to the term one-to-one used a lot, but if they really do stick to the manga adaptation. You know what I mean? And mangas are not broken down the way American television show is broken down to. You know what I mean? It's not broken down into 22 episode seasons. 32-minute episodes and stuff like that. It's not going to be A, B, and C and a resolution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that kind of structure. So that's why I realized that at a certain point. I realized, what? The key to watching anime is just binge watching it. You know what I mean? I just watched a show called Snowball Earth, and the first 3 or 4 episodes.
Did you say Snowball Earth?
Yeah, Snowball Earth. It's a riff on Evangelion and kaiju and mecha fighting and stuff like that.
I feel like I'm hearing you wrong. Snowball?
Yeah, Snowball Earth. There's a reason it's called Snowball Earth.
Oh, okay. I just googled it. It really is called Snowball Earth.
Like, it's about all right. It's about cocaine. Okay, about cocaine usage. Okay, God.
All right.
I don't want to spoil it, but all right, there you go. But my whole thing is, again, without revealing too much, I don't want to reveal too much. But the first couple of episodes kind of set up the thing, and the last 8 episodes, it's just one long battle. You know what I mean? It's just one long battle. That's all it is. You know what I mean? So the pacing and the structure of anime versus American television is completely different, and you have to adjust or change your mindset when you're watching anime. It's just philosophical. I'm not saying one is better. One is better. It's just different. You just have different expectations going into watching anime. It's just the reality of it. And also, if you don't like it after a few episodes, if you're watching it week by week, hey man, what can I do? What can I, like what Albert said? What can you do? It's not for you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because there are some shows that are really good, but you just have to be able to watch the whole thing at once, somehow, kind of thing.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. They're not going to change. I mean, they're not going to change. Most anime. Again, this is broadly speaking. It's an adaptation. It's an adaptation of a manga, and unlike American adaptations, they're not going to just like borrow the name of the story arc and just completely change it. You know what I mean? Have different writers. You know what I mean? Have a whole different story. It's going to be almost like a one-to-one adaptation. So.
Since you brought that up, this is a topic that I actually kind of wanted to tackle one of these days. But the whole anime is 101 to the manga situation. I know a lot of people when they say like, well, what's the point of adapting it if it's going to be exactly the same?
Looks pretty.
But it looks pretty. So anime does that. That's exactly why people. That's exactly what people are questioning. Like, well, adopt it if it's gonna be exactly the same, and then like, why adapted it the same way, which is pretty much gonna be replacing the original source. And anime is doing exactly that, which is kind of weird because the fans don't seem to care, right? Anime is in a weird spot where yes, you do want the anime to be almost exactly the same as the manga, but at the same time, they still acknowledge the manga exists. Like one does not replace the other, which is the same, which is the criticism that a lot of people have with American culture stuff. It's like, well, there's no point making a live action movie of that movie if it's going to be exactly the same. But one can live with the other also existing. But a lot of Westerners don't see it that way, and it is kind of bizarre. Like you're like contradicting your what you're saying with anime. So it's fascinating. It's just a fascinating like contradiction.
It's interesting. It's an interesting conversation. I always just say I said it makes it look pretty when you adapt it to anime. There's some truth to that. You know what I mean? I've mentioned I've read the first few chapters of JJK. You know what I mean? And the anime is a much better version of this the manga, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Gege is not much of an artist. What can I say? You know what I mean?
It gets better. It gets better.
It's very stiff, man. All I'm saying is it's very stiff.
But but we had another discussion about exactly this, and I showed you what the anime looked like, and the manga looked like, and you said, "Oh my god, that looks so much worse." It wasn't JJK. It was something else. I don't remember what that was though. I'm not sure if you remember. But
I don't remember either. I know for the most part. I think One Piece is the reverse of that. The guy Oda, he's an incredible artist, man. The anime is okay, but Oda's an incredible artist and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a whole thing. I do have another discussion point for anime too and stuff like that, but I'll say that for another day, for another time.
Yeah, it would have been perfect with the whole anime expo just happening. You know.
Yeah, a good anime discussion is good for any time. You know what I mean? But,
Anna, any thoughts to this discussion?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. You get what we're saying.
You need to start brushing up on anime stuff, Anna, since you are part of an anime convention series.
I know. I do it.
It is hard, right? Like anime is part of the whole. Well, what do you guys call yourself anyway? By the way,
huh?
Is there like a main company for Anime Pasadena, Anime Riverside, Anime San Diego?
It's there like Anime Fire.
Is Anime Fire? Okay.
Yeah.
So Anna is like a listener. If you didn't know, Anna is part of this anime organization. Well, she's part of it. I don't think you're involved in the actual management of it.
I'm in the programming.
She's in the programming. So for Anime Fire, which has multiple anime conventions. By the way, listeners, if you didn't like the shit show that was Anime Expo, go to their conventions. It's a lot more manageable, believe me. So, but it is weird for me to go to her to the anime convention that Anna does with Tyler and them, because I'm not completely all up with every anime that's popular, which used to be my thing, and I'm sure Jiaming would feel the same way back in the 90s, right? The 90s, we almost know all the anime that exists, right, Jiaming?
Yes, I think you're giving me too much credit.
Okay, I'm giving you too much credit. Yeah. But because in America in the 80s and 90s, we get a trickle of anime that come to America.
I will watch what I could get my hands on.
Yeah,
I will say that.
And that's pretty much it. So we're kind of like starved for anime content. So we get all this with the anime that does come to America. We know what they are because those are the only anime we get, right? The 2000 rolls around, the streaming services rolls around.
That's too much. That's too much. Whoa, that's way too much.
So many anime.
Way too much.
Yeah. So like new anime, I'm like, I don't know what that is. You know, like I don't get references. I don't get jokes to certain anime, and which is like a thing that anime culture. Like you get references. Like where did that dance come from? Which, by the way, there was no dance thing in anime in the 80s and 90s thing. But now we get like dances spawned off from anime, and like I don't get the reference.
Well, there's that viral thing for TikTok where they do little hand gestures for and then the drinks appear. And I think that's a riff on JJK or Naruto and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you see, you're mentioning like the 2000 era anime, so and which is the era where I kind of like dropped off to like a casual anime watcher kind of thing. Yeah, but it is.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it is. I just feel like I get too overwhelmed now. Nowadays, I'm trying to keep a good balance because I'm getting tired of 1 hour TV shows, which is what Western TV shows are mostly about nowadays. And anime is good, solid 22 minutes that you're going to binge through. It becomes 3 hours long. but it doesn't matter because you're just like watching it, right? I miss that. I miss like nice tight 22-minute
Hey, hey now,
episodes.
hey,
Yeah.
easy.
But yeah. Anyways, uh, anything you want to add to that, Jiaming? I'm gonna wrap it up there.
Yeah, I'll save my anime topic for next time.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go, folks. Thanks for listening to that.
You know what?
rambling.
I'm tired of holding
Yeah.
his phone. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? I'm holding his phone for like a goddamn hour. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's an inside joke, folks. All right. You can find this podcast on Instagram, Blue Sky Threads, and YouTube at Stuff Juncture. You can find me, Albert, on Instagram and Letterboxd at Albert5x5 and Shirts of Albert.
You can find me on social media, JIAMINGLIOU.
You can find me on social media at Anna Voltage or my other show, Most Extreme Ranking Challenge.
Music has been provided by Gloomy June. Updates, contact info, ways to support us, and everything else is on the show notes found on whatwordswhy.com. Before we go, let's give our 17 listeners some recommendations for this week. Anna?
You know, I'm going to recommend North of North.
I thought you said you're going to recommend something different.
No, everyone should watch that show. It's so good.
Okay.
So, highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Watch it. Let me know what you think.
That's it? You really didn't have anything else?
No.
Not even Running Point?
Oh, there you go.
I mean, okay, fine. I watch Running Point. It's on Netflix too.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Again, I've been out too much. I haven't been consuming anything. So
you don't have to like recommend.
I
something you
recommend.
consume. Okay.
I recommend you guys all wish me a happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
There you go.
Wow, you just stole my after credits, but whatever. Okay. Jiaming, it's your turn.
I didn't know you were a fellow Cancer. Is it really your birthday?
Yeah, July 9th, bro.
Oh, there you go, man.
This podcast is 3 Cancers and a Virgo.
We're just two sensitive souls. That's what we are.
Yes, we are.
We're sensitive people here.
Sensitive.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of anime, I'll just recommend a series of B tier anime series that are just good watch, I guess. Like Albert said, these are good like 22-minute watches. They're not revolutionizing anything. They're not, we reinvented the bread. I don't know what that expression is. I would say Snowball Earth is pretty good. It's a kaiju mecha fighty thing. Witch Watch was pretty good. 24 episodes. These are all on Crunchyroll. That's a comedy one. Witch Watch. What else did I see recently? I guess that's it. What else are the D tiers? Elusive Samurai is coming back in July for second season. The first season is also on Crunchyroll. It's very watchable. Elusive Samurai. That's pretty good. Shoot, I should have looked at my list before I blah blah blah. But that's it. Oh, you know what? It's also, it's getting hot out there. Wear sunscreen. That's a recommend. Wear sunscreen. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to fill in the gaps here for a very, very short recommendation list here.
Enough. Come on,
anime that I watched also recently, which is worth checking out. Although it's kind of weird how to watch it because it's only on Disney Plus and it also doesn't have subs or Japanese dialogue. So sorry, Jiaming, but it's all English, and the English dubbing is always the best. Summertime Rendering. Summertime Rendering is anime that came out 4 years ago, I believe. It was one of the anime that a lot of people were complaining about.
Japanese version on Hulu. I remember because it's on my queue. I thought there was a Japanese version on Hulu.
Well, it wasn't there when I went to look for it.
Really?
Yeah, unless it is, I just didn't realize that the subtitle version is on Hulu. But I watched it through the Hulu on Disney Plus thing, and it only gave me the English as an option. Right, so this is one of those anime that years ago people were complaining like, damn it, Disney Plus got a hold of Summertime Rendering because they wanted to watch it and they didn't want to use Disney Plus to watch it. But I actually ended up watching it because it was summer, and the movie.
But was it rendering? Was it rendering?
It was rendering. It was time. It was also based in July, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go check it out. I had an afternoon to kill. I may as well check it out a few episodes. And it's quite enjoyable. I can see why it's a pretty popular show, even though nobody talks about it because it's of the whole Disney Plus thing. But it's actually pretty entertaining. If you like time travel stuff, this will fill that need because it does it a lot. And I don't want to say too much because spoilers. But yeah, it's rather enjoyable. I actually really liked it, and I can see
Yeah.
why. I can see why a lot of people.
Watch it on Hulu. The
Right.
Japanese version is on Hulu.
Damn it! Well, watch it on Hulu, guys. Actual. So you basically have to use the Hulu app to watch the Japanese version. Is that what
That's
it
what I'm
is?
looking at right now. That's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess don't watch it on the Hulu on Disney Plus. Watch it on the Hulu app itself.
Unless you're
get that.
Greg. Unless you're who's the guy that watches it in English?
I
Watch it-
watch
no.
things in English as well, but when I was watching it, I'm like, I think I'd rather watch the original dubbing here because
Which is
the
the right,
English
which is the right
we're
mentality.
we're not doing this again.
Which is the right mentality.
Yeah, usually I'll go for the English one, and then if the actors are not that good, I'll switch to the Japanese, and I could not because the Disney Plus version doesn't have the Japanese option. Anyways, I can see why this was a highly rated anime when it came out because it's actually quite enjoyable. The whole series is available. It's only like 26 episodes, 25. And yeah, perfect to binge, guys. Perfect to binge. So
it has a beginning, middle, and end, right? There's no second seasons.
No
like
second
third
season. Yeah,
like
it's a full complete story.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And once again, it's an anime that's based in July. And it's July right now.
we get it.
May as well check it out.
You don't have to hammer it home or something like that. You know what, guys? Watch Jaws. How about that? You know what? That's July 4th movie. How about that?
Did you know the kid actor in Jaws actually ended up becoming like the mayor of his coastal town?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and he was like, he talked about how he actually had there was actually a shark attack one time in his life as a mayor of the coastal town. So I kind of glanced at an article that said that. So I don't know. I don't know
hoping he's a
details.
better mayor than the one that was in the movie. You know what I mean? You know what? We're gonna keep the beaches open.
I'm just saying, isn't that such a coincidence? He should have had some self awareness. Like, this is like
He must have really pushed it. You know what I mean? Nah. That's
vote for me. I was a kid in Jaws.
Seriously. He must have really went for it. You know what I mean? He deliberately moved into a small country, small town in New England somewhere.
I think it was Martha Vineyard too.
Oh,
which was the place they filmed Jaws.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I just realized it. Okay, anyways. But yeah. Anyways, I got a few more recommendations because I gotta make it this an hour episode, right?
Fire away. I think Anna left, by the way, which is the right call.
So weeks ago, we were saying how it's gonna release on July 14th, blah 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 blah. Nope. The Furious, folks. The Furious releases on July 7th.
Mm-hmm.
So as you listen to this podcast, go watch The Furious. Available on video on demand. It is on video on demand. If you've never seen The Furious, go watch The Furious. Amazing movie.
Really people out there should really watch it for audience. It's a lot of fun. But if you have to, just watch it on video on demand. Yeah, it's still available in theaters. For some theaters still carry it. So yeah, I would watch it on the big screen if you can. But if you can't, it's on video on demand now. So as of listening to this, for me, we're still recording since July 6th. So, but yeah. Anyways, go watch The Furious video on demand. Other thing I want to recommend is have like a blood pressure monitor for home use handy with you, kind of thing. It's something that you should every household, every home should have access to this, because with the things that we eat, which a lot of it is junk, you may want to watch your blood pressure sometimes. And I went to the doctor recently, a few weeks ago, and she gave me homework to check my blood pressure twice a day, morning and night. And it's pretty high, guys. It's pretty high. So I do, based on the numbers, I do have hyperthermia. Hypertension. Hyperthermia is the other thing. That's if you're freezing. That's going back to Anne's recommendation, north of north. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Don't get these mixed up.
Call back.
Yeah, so I have hypertension, which tells me that there are some things that I shouldn't be eating or drinking or whatever. So, or should like minimize my stress and all that stuff. But
I don't want to sound insensitive, but instead of recommending the blood pressure machine,
yeah,
you might try diet exercise. How about, guys?
Come on, there's too many good food out there.
Stop eating junk food. How about that? I'm going to tag your recommendation. I'll do a little PS. I'm going to use a yes and just say, you know what? Exercise, don't eat processed food.
Blood pressure monitor. You can get the cheapest version, which is like under $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
But, but I think I have the fancy one that every doctor has, the Omicron or Omtron or whatever it is. I have that one. So yeah.
I was thinking about getting because it was on sale on Amazon. I didn't get it, but the one of the Risk, is that the one you're talking about?
No. The Risk is something that isn't always accurate. So
yeah, dude, the arm is more accurate.
well, the thing is though, I have the arm and the wrist, and I'll tell you right now, the arm is more
You go
accurate
double
than the
fisted?
wrist. No. I have the wrist in my car just in case I need it when I'm not
Yeah,
at
yeah.
home, but I have the actual thingy, the arm thing at home. So
Oh, yeah.
just
Yeah,
saying,
diet and exercise, guys. Diet and exercise. That's what. That's
yeah,
it.
just check your pressure. No.
So you check it. It's bad. Then what do you do? What do you do? What's the next step? What's the next logical step? Is what I'm saying.
I'm taking medicine now for that
Yeah,
thing.
there you
So
go.
there's that. Yeah. So yeah. And my last recommendation is this game that actually came out last week as of this recording. It's called Unhinged. Would you like to guess where this game is located at? Which platform it is at?
Mhm.
Which one?
Oh, Xbox.
Anna?
Xbox.
Netflix. Did you guys know Netflix has games?
Oh wait, I saw that. No, yes, I played those games with my friends and they come over, and I saw the Unhinged one, and I was like, wait, I actually kind of want to play that.
Right. So I played Unhinged, and the whole basic premise of the game is that your phone, like Netflix, how you play games on Netflix is use your phone, right? But this one, instead of using the phone as like a traditional game controller, you're using your phone as your phone in the game. So there's another character in the game that you talk to using your phone. So
Oh, okay.
her voice comes out from your phone, your actual real life phone, and the flashlight in the game is your phone flashlight. So basically, when you move your phone around to flashlight the game, kind of thing. It's a point and click game where you click on what you want to click on and where you want to go, kind of thing. And when your friend calls you in the game, she calls you to the phone, and you have to literally press the answer button on your phone to answer the call, kind of thing. And when she sends you text messages in the game, you receive the text message on your phone. So you're looking at your phone at the same time you're playing your game on the screen. And this is one of those games where you can't play on mobile for obvious reasons. So you can only play it on a PC monitor or on a TV. Okay, and it's all streaming.
Can you play it on your TV? Because I just punched it in. I don't see it.
No.
Unhinged.
You have to have a most recent like
Version of
TV or
Netflix.
whatever.
No.
Yeah,
Are you
basically.
calling me poor? How dare you?
I'm calling you for something about like it's on TV, but like something about like you have to update your Netflix.
I haven't heard that. I think you may have to update your Netflix, Jiaming, but it is.
Is that what it is?
It's on the
No,
game.
well, the thing is, Albert,
Go on.
we did run into this issue with a friend who had an older TV and we couldn't play it, so we had to cast the Mac to the TV to play the Netflix games, kind of thing. So we have run into that.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you're saying Jiaming is poor?
Cool. I have fancy TVs, but yeah, it's not doing anything.
It says you need a smart TV or streaming device that supports Netflix games. So your TV does not support Netflix games.
Are you calling me the R word now? Is that what we're doing? How dare you?
Yeah. So basically, if your Netflix interface in your TV, Jiaming, does not feature the games tab, you need to either update your Netflix or get a better TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm using I'm looking at Netflix through my Apple TV?
It should work on Apple TV. It should work on Apple TV. So I don't know what's up with that. I think you just have to update your Netflix app on your Apple TV.
I looked at that too as we were talking. It's updated and stuff. So yeah. You know what? The thing is, I don't care that much.
Okay, but anyway, so you're using your phone like a phone in the game, and it's pretty interesting. It's only like a half-hour experience. You have two options. You have an option to like play the game, or you have an option to just watch the game. Kind of thing. So I did play the game. My one hint is that it's pretty straightforward in the sense that if you can click on it, you probably want to, kind of thing. And like this is one option where the person was gonna kill me, and there was like a meter thing, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Right? I was moving the cursor around the screen, and I didn't find anything. I died. And then when I went back to that scene, I finally got to a corner of the screen where I can click on it, and sure enough, I clicked on it, picked it up, and then hit him in the head, kind of thing. So it is one of those games where it's pretty straightforward, but at the same time, it's also very limited because there are moments where I'm like, I want to turn around, and it's not giving me an option to turn around because they don't want you to turn around. It's just like, come on. But very fascinating, like proof of concept kind of game. I could see this being more improved. This definitely feels like a proof of concept because you're very limited in what you can do. The gimmick of the game also is there are branching paths, which I'm not sure how many branching paths there are because I didn't really feel like there was a lot. I know there's exactly one branching path, but I went one way. I haven't replayed it to go the other way to see what's up with that. So maybe next time I'll do that. But yeah, it's worth checking out. Like I said, if you're bored, if you're in a party and you guys want to like try it out in a party kind of thing, it's worth checking out. Except for Jiaming, because apparently his TV sucks and he can't do it.
Yeah.
So
At least 4.
all right, that's Unhinged. It's a Netflix game on Netflix. No downloading required. It's all just straight on streaming, which is like another hint of what the future is gonna be for gaming. It's all streaming, and yeah, it's worth an experience. It's something definitely unique. So there we go. All right, and Albert has hit his over 1 hour mark of the episode, and guys, this was episode 973.
Really worth it, by the way.
Of the Stuff and Junk Show.
Great podcasting, guys. Good job.
Thanks for listening.
On my TV, dumb.
Thanks for joining us.
Can't believe you got to use the R word on my TV.
The name of this episode is Why is Jiaming's TV Dumb? Until next time, this podcast has been.
It has to go to a different part of the school. You know
Where's my friend?
It has to be driven on a different kind of bus. You know what I mean? It comes a little bit later than everybody else. Come on, guys. Come on, guy. No, you're cool. You're special. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And listeners, if you guys don't know, it's Anna's birthday on July 9. You should go to her social media and say happy birthday, Anna. Yeah, because you know it was not mentioned in this episode at all. Yeah, so
At all.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So
Any big plans for your birthday?
Yes. Dinner, got a party that you're coming to.
What?
yeah, you remember, Jiaming, you're gonna give me the
Said you
blender.
were.
You're gonna give me the blender and whatever you owe Jiaming.
Can I zoom in?
Anna,
Can I
and then you're supposed to give it to me, and then I can give it to her. You know.
I'll zoom in. I'll just put my. I'll just let me know.
I'll
Send me
you
the
the
link.
Zoom link.
Send me the link.
Okay.
Send me the password. Yeah, I'll be right there.
There we go.